Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to We've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight. Grant, I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position.
First team.
Moran against Jackson. Moran, pass to Bain. Back to Moran. 5 on the clock. And he banks in the layup.
Closer in. Look, let me just tell you, Morant, he's going to find a way to score. He just has such a fantastic touch around the rim.
Bain against George. From downtown, pure from three-point range.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity for him.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Now here's George. Leonard on the wing. Jackson outside. George outside. Pass to Morris. Back to George. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Jackson outside. Sends it home from three-point land.
Showing he can make this shot. Give Jackson Jr. room to take the triple. Oh, and he will.
George against Bain. Nice shot by George. George has got 5 now.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Bain against George. The kick out to Morris. Back to George. From behind the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. Give him 8 points now.
I know what they say. Defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Morant, the pass to Bain. They get the rebound.
And this is who Ja Morant is. He just doesn't quit really getting after it on the glass.
Leonard up top. Brooks defending. Jackson for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
Jackson finds Moran. And here's Adams. Good, and the setup by Moran.
What a pass from Moran. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Outside Moran. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
And we know George is a great shooter, but when he's attacking the rim like that, it gives his team a whole different attitude.
deep. Morant. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And that one falls for Jackson. The Clippers have gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. George outside. 35 seconds left to play in the first. Jackson, pass to George. Out to Leonard. 4 on the clock. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Leonard's got 5.
Amazing that catch-and-shoot jumpers were considered a weak spot for Kawhi when he came into the league. No one thinks that way anymore.
Morant, pass to Jackson. Outside Bain. The 3-ball. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Oh, neither of these teams can miss. At the same time, neither is playing a ton of defense either.
Pass to Morris. Over Jackson. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Los Angeles. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
So, on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Bain. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Up top, George. 10 points for him. Leonard against Brooks. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Oh, a fantastic defender. Adams embraces his role on this team as their defensive anchor.
Basket's good. He's got 5.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dillon Brooks proved he was a big game player, scoring in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
To the middle. It's stolen by Leonard. And there's the call on Dillon Brooks. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First 2.
Bain against George. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. And talking about Dillon Brooks, also great in those first ever play-in games, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter.
And Grant, a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A. After dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank. Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Morant against Jackson. Adams. No good there. And Los Angeles the other way now. Pass to Zubac. Back to Jackson. Here's Leonard. Into the lane. George for 3. And it's Bain with the rebound. Memphis leading. Morant with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Morant, pass to Brooks. Here's Bain. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Flushing it on a much taller defender. That is just filthy.
Here's George. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
An elite player in this league. It's Paul George stepping up, scoring in bunches tonight.
And it's Morant off the... Oh, throw it down. Wow.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Pass to Jackson. Out to Leonard. Here's the three. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
In general, that's an important shot for Kawhi. When the threes are dropping, it rounds out his entire game.
Morant, the pass to Adams. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. George, right side. Pass to Leonard. Soft touch off the glass. Leonard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You see how composed Leonard is close to the bucket? Knows exactly how to score at will.
Brooks finds Bain. Fader on the way. Rebound by the Clippers. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
Leonard outside. Pass to Morris. Kicks it out to Jackson. Now here's Zubac. Clock is at 3. Over Bain. Zubac's shot is off.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
And out of bounds, the Clippers will take it. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
The Clippers have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. George outside. Pass to Zubac. Morris for 3. They get it back. And so and in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
People were worried that this would slow the action. The previous plays, there's calls in every game. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Jackson with it. Here's George. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. George has got 14 points for the game.
He can do damage from just about anywhere on the floor. When you let George get position inside like that, he's guaranteed to finish.
Here's Jackson. Oh, no good. The dry spell continues. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half.
With the score, your Clippers, 27. The Grizzlies, 24.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Paul George has been sensational.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. Terrence Mann is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Batum in at the 5. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
The speed John Wall plays the game has always been the thing that sets him apart. And even as he's pushing the tempo, he just stays in control.
Now Wall. Pass to Batum. Powell outside. The kick out to Wall. Puts up a 3. On target from range. Wall's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Well, you talk about Wall's speed, Richard. There aren't too many players quicker to start the break than him.
He loves to get out and run. If Wall has a chance to push it and catch the D off balance, he'll do it. Just the kind of mindset you want at the play.
That shot wide open.
Kick to the outside, heads up play, cognizant of the entire floor.
Outside Wall. And the shot goes down. Wall's got 5.
Assertive play by Wall inside, pushing hard to find himself a shot.
Here's Jones. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Well, with roster sizes expanding and the addition of two-way contracts, the NBA has 100 more roster spots than around 12 years ago. RJ, how's that changed things?
Well, you just need so much more scouting and development. And you look at the different teams around this league, the ones that have continued success are the ones that are always able to find those diamonds in the rough. It's easy to get somebody good with the top 5 pick. Show me a team that can find somebody with the 30th or 35th pick.
Jones misses.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Wall, the pass to Covington. No luck on that one. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Outside, Green. Here's Aldama. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Nick Batum.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And he sinks the second. Here's Wall. He's got 5. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Pass to Man. Back to Wall. It's Covington on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Powell with it. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul.
He's off on the first.
At the line for LA, Norman Powell.
And the second free throw is good. Memphis has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Pass to Aldama for the lead. No luck on that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. Here's Covington. And the jam by Covington.
You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor who wouldn't miss that chance.
Here's Jones. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Jones has got 5 points now this quarter.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Here's Wall. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 4.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Jones from outside. Batum pulls it in. The Clippers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Wall on the attack. And the big finish by Wall.
And you can't talk about acrobatic finishers without talking about John Wall. Man, he's explosive.
Pass to Conchar. Back to Jones. Can't get it to drop. Oh, great D that time from Powell. Outside Wall. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And after a series of major injuries, Wall still remains one of the more athletic players in this league.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Zoe comes up empty, missing both. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 8 in the third. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Jackson for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Jackson's got 8.
The potential of Jaren Jackson is endless. A center who has a tremendous J.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Wall. And the basket is good. Wall's got 9 points now in the second half.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
Here's Morant. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
So flashy with the rock. Morant takes pleasure in slicing and dicing the D to pieces.
Out to Covington. Back to Wall. Shoots over Morant. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
That is why he is a point guard in this league. He has elite passing ability, the vision. You need both to play the point guard.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at point guard. Here's Zubac. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists in the game.
George can make the tough passes. He can also make the easy ones, too. No way he was going to miss the wide-open man on that one.
There's Jackson with the 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Leonard for 3. They get it again. Here's Zubac. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And he's good on the second. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Jackson against Morant. Down low. Outside Payne. Off target with the 3. The Clippers in the lead. And here's George. Here's Zubac. Puts the move on. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board. Now, I understand that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Making his presence known with that swat. Jackson Jr. understands when to go after blocks.
It's George on the wing, guarded by Payne. George's shot is good. And the Clippers lead by 7.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
Jackson for 3. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. For Los Angeles, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Leonard with the ball. Checked by Brooks. Pass to George. Out to Leonard for 3. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 4 assists in the game.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after him. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
George's shot is off. Memphis has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Oh, there's the alley. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Payne.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Up top, Jackson, pounded by Morant. Jackson can't get it to go. For Memphis, they've got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal. Back to Morant. A shot to stop the drought. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Morris has got 4 rebounds in the game. Adams, shot's good.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
Los Angeles has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. George outside. Leonard on the wing. A minute 20 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And he drains the turnaround J. And the Clippers lead by 10.
Resourceful play by Leonard, finding himself a look for mid-range and sinking it.
From deep, Payne hits a 3-pointer.
This dude is capable of some memorable moves. He's showing off and having a little fun.
The Clippers have got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Pass to George. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Leonard against Brooks. Leonard can't get it to go. Memphis with the ball. 7-point differential.
His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end.
Here's Leonard. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's foul number 2 for him.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Moran against Jackson. George, right side. Shot clock at 3. There's the triple. Adams grabs the miss. Outside Moran. It falls.
Now that's a textbook alley-oop.
I thought he'd go for the slam, but that worked.
Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels at the small forward position. And for the Clippers, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson at the point guard. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Russell finds McDaniel. Timberwolves passing it around.
Good eyes by the defense. Clearly, that's not where he wanted the pass to go. And he's frustrated.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there. And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the quality is.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you can tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Now here's Jackson. Outside, George. Kicks it out to Leonard. No one near him. And he hits the jumper for two.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Over in the corner, Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Here's George. Out to Morris. The pass to Zubats. Nobody near Leonard. Drills the three-pointer. Leonard's got 6 points.
What poise from Leonard on the catch and shoot. He gets the ball and calmly sinks the shot.
Russell passes to Edwards. Out to the wing. There's McDaniels. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. And George gets it to go.
You need guys who can stretch the floor or the offense doesn't flow. Paul George is one of the best at it.
Here's Towns. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Timberwolves shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless, but they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
Now here's Leonard. 6 points for him. Here's Jackson. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Lots of contact. Jackson with the strength to power through. Something he didn't have when he first entered the league.
Russell kicks to Edwards. The kick out to Towns. Lock at 6. Leonard with the steal. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Outside for George. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Towns dishes to Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. And the West, we know, is very difficult. But, Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
Now, here's Zubats. Outside for Jackson. Tries again. Gobert pulls it in.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
And the foul called on Edwards. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Clippers leading by 3. George looking over the floor. Back to Jackson. And there's the drive. Kicks it out to Leonard. Jackson misses.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
McDaniels passes to Russell. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. To the inside. Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Tremendous intensity from Gobert. He sees an opening and leaps up for a slam.
Nobody near George. Carries it from three-point range. George has got 6 points.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Russell kicks to Towns. Passes it to McDaniels. Shot clock reset for the Timberwolves. Pass to Gobert. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And finished off by Gobert.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
Here's George. Comes up empty down low. It off in time. The shot that time, not on target. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. The Clippers on top. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Los Angeles.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels at the 3 slot.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Morris. 20 feet out. 6 on the shot clock. Pulls it up. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
Yeah, and I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
An offensive juggernaut and aggressive defender. Kawhi is just a total package, in my opinion. Brings a winning mindset as well.
And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the two defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. You see those two boxes now at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the two defenders on the elbows. So that's the edge of the free throw line. The idea to close down the paint.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Morris, left side. Leonard looking over the floor. Shoots over McDaniel. And it's Leonard missing.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
George with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Leonard against Towns. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Finishing that possession with an exclamation mark. Kawhi making his presence felt.
Russell inside. Guarded by Jackson. Leonard against Edwards. 80 that time from Leonard. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Back to Leonard. Outside Jackson. Up top Leonard. He's guarded by Russell. And that one's good. Leonard.
The offensive game of Leonard continues to get better. He's just so efficient on this end.
Right side Russell. Out left in the wing. McDaniels finds Edwards. Down low. And finished off by Gobert.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Spydi, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
Los Angeles shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
We've seen them put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Paul George with the steal. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell.
Very nearly stolen. There's no need to force that pass.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Outside, George. Six to shoot. Outside for Jackson. Back to George. Over Edwards. That one wide left. Timberwolves trail by 7. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Towns down low. Leonard's there. Towns down low. He's covered by Leonard. Towns, no luck. Los Angeles leading by 7. Here's George. Gobert pulls it in.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Towns. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. George, no good.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Now the pass to Gobert. And so that brings the first half to a close. Clippers lead by 7. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. For those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Wall in for the guard set. Batum is out there with Robert Covington, and it's man in at the 3.
It is great to see Wall back from those awful injuries, looking a lot stronger now.
And the second free throw, good. Timberwolves trail by 8. Rivers scanning the floor. The kick out to Anderson. It's deflected.
A sneaky presence at the defensive end. Nicholas Batum was all over that shot.
Prince outside. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. Wall grabs the ball. Clippers leading by 8.
You know what makes Nicholas Batum indispensable? When they need him in the paint, he's there. When they need him on the perimeter, he's there.
Back to Covington. It's tipped. Rivers with it. He's picked up by Wall. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
It's Rivers on the wing. Guarded by Powell. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession.
This is what we talk about, value in each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. And it's the Clippers with the ball. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Wall looking it over. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And with Batum, his versatility, he has earned him a lot of minutes over his career.
Kevin, reason why, when you got a guy who can guard a wing and get you points in the paint, that'll always get you some floor time.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Wall against Rivers. Now here's Wall. Defense is right there. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That is his first foul of the game. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Powell with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. For three, Covington.
Defensively for Anderson, it's all about positioning. Does a good job there holding his ground.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Covington against Anderson. Here's Noel. Shot clock at 6. Back to Prince. They swipe it. Outside, Wall. Inside. And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
All right, Batum still has some hops left in those legs.
And the Timberwolves call time.
And coach most likely wants to address their turnover issues. The offense looks forced right now, rushed. There's no synergy to it. They have to find a way to work together and remain aggressive without making mistakes.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Russell kicks to McDaniels.
2 minutes from
Towns up top.
2 minutes.
That's tipped, and they'll keep possession. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for Los Angeles. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. The Clippers have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. Free throw drops for Covington. .149 left in the third quarter. Wall up top to the wing right side. Man passes to Wall. Clock at 6. Powell down low. Edwards there. Man can't hit. Timberwolves trail by 13. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive in trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
And he's good on the second. Clippers leading by 12. 1:15 left in the third. Here's Wall. Lays it up off the glass. Wall's got 5 points in the quarter.
Sometimes the Wall seems just undeniable. Even the contact doesn't slow him down.
Russell kicks to McDaniel. Towns, the pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
Wall against Russell. Wall passes to Batum. Pass to Wall. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Covington. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. And the Clippers lead by 15.
And we don't see Covington shoot from the corner a lot, but he looks confident bombing it from there.
Pass to Edwards. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And now the Clippers on the break. Wall with the ball. The feed now to Covington. Misses from short range. And so it's Los Angeles. Their lead at 15 going into the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense. And as As we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And the Timberwolves call timeout.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. He is not pleased. He told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks. And a look at the five for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point. Edwards passing to McDaniel and finished off by McDaniel.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
George against Edwards. George passes to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
A reverse hit home. That was ready.
Agreed. The agility on display. Russell feeling it out a bit. Stolen by Jackson. It's stolen by Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Russell inside. Guarded by Jackson. And the rejection by Zubats. 2 points. That one goes. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. From deep, George, and again, it's the Clippers from deep. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
What I love, and the coaching staff has to love, is the defense. They've really brought the energy with all these blocks we've seen in this one.
And another difference maker for them has been their opportunistic defense. That they are really piling up the steals in this one.
It's George on the wing. And rebounded by McDaniels. Timberwolves trail by 16. Russell passes to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. Tries the spin move. Fires the three. No good that time. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Here's Towns. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Outside, George. Los Angeles with another miss. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And Edwards with the stop.
How about the athleticism from Edwards rocketing off the drive there for the slam.
Edwards against George. Here's the three. No good. Shot missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Mr. Gobert. 1:22 left to play here in the fourth. It's Edwards on the wing. Passes it to Gobert. Goes back up. It's no good. He's now 4 of 9 from the field. And there's the goal and call, Anthony Towns. That's his first foul. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor. And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Los Angeles.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Paul George.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
Drops in the tray.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
Towns the pass to Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
George against Edwards. From deep three-point range, that one doesn't go. Misses there. So the Clippers winning this one easily. A confident win. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Both of these teams have assembled some promising young talent, Clark, really setting themselves up for the future.
Always fun to watch these young stars go at it against one another and see how they develop over time. I'm looking forward to watching their journeys.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves: Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards, and it's McDaniels in at the 3 slot. And here's Memphis. And here's Morant, outside Bain. 4-3, good, and the setup by Morant.
And Morant is a natural leader, someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Russell against Morant. Left side, Russell to the paint. Here's Edwards. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
And Minnesota has possession. After the basket by Memphis, Russell, the pass to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Back to Gobert. Clock at 4. Oh, Adams with the block.
Oh, a fantastic defender. Adams embraces his role on this team as their defensive anchor.
And what a phenomenal replay of that impressive rejection.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Almost 2 minutes into the first here. with the bucket.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Morant against Russell. To the wing, right side. Here's Towns, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
When he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% three, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul. Bain against Edwards. Bain, the pass to Adams, and out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Morant against Russell. Pass to Towns. And stolen by Morant. Bain with it. Russell covering. Here's Morant. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Morant's got his second basket.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it. And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Gobert. Outside for Russell. Towns a screen on Morant. Here's Russell. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
You know, when D'Angelo Russell came into the league, he was really primarily seen as a point guard, and that's what I like most about him, his vision and his passing ability. But he's actually changed that image and impression over time.
The evolution of D'Lo has been interesting to watch, Clark. I like how he's been willing to play whatever position asked of him.
Yeah, B.A., I like that too. And he said it before himself that he prefers playing shooting guard. But I tell you what, he also looks very comfortable running the offense too. Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
And there's a minute 45 left now in the first quarter. Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Towns showing you the quickness and athleticism. They're getting off the floor to throw it down.
Outside for Brooks. Let's go with a three. Tips it. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Morant's got 6.
Great anticipation on the tip in. He was ready to make that play.
Russell to pass to Towns. Now here's Gobert. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Bain against McDaniels. Rips it home off a terrific move.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win those kind of breakdowns.
Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Driving to the basket. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
You know, one thing they can count on from Towns on the defensive end is block shots. He does not like to give up a clean look.
32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Morant against Russell. Oh, the swat by Adams. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Pass to Jackson. Crosses over, and the dunk by Jackson.
Doesn't believe in soft finishes. The big fella's all about power.
Outside Edwards. And he jams it home with authority.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
And that does it for the first.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies, Skijesss.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out. One other factor today, points off turnovers. I mean, let's see if they can keep up the pressure, capitalize off more forced miscues.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Russell in at the point guard position.
And with incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim.
Adams with a screen on Russell. Morant.
Oh, my goodness! Disrespectful. And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that guy.
In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. Well, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player.
Here's Edwards. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Shot's good by Towns.
A good play ending with the right player. Big Cat, one of the best shooters we've ever seen at the center position.
Left side, Morant. Pass to Brooks. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Timberwolves trail. Now here's Edwards. And a missed layup.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that layup.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. On the wing, Bane. And he goes in for the dunk.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Here's Russell. Pass to Towns. Towns double team. Here's McDaniels. Back to Edwards. 5 on the clock. That's his third basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
Here's Morant. Oh, what a play. Just palms the block. Towns into the lane. And it's Towns with the power finish.
It's so sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
Drills it from deep.
Big day for their backcourt. Their guards have really set the tone for the rest of this team.
Left side, Russell. Outside, Edwards. You know, some have said those old school power forwards, guys like Charles Oakley, they're becoming outdated. You see that, Grant?
Well, first of all, the physicality in the game is no more. The way Oakley would hit you and bruise you, can't do that in today's game. And guys like Oakley are now playing the 5 position, and they're shooting 3-pointers. So a lot of it just is because the game has changed and evolved since the 90s when Oakley dominated.
Great skill level in the game right now.
No question.
Now here's Morant. Give him 8 points now. Here's Bane. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Out to the right wing. Outside Russell. This one for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the 3-point line. Woo! His energy is unmatched. And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 6. Back to Daniels. Towns against Bain. Yes, it's good. Towns has got 11.
Towns has a rare combination of size and skills, and you know when he gets the rock in the painted area, good luck trying to stop him. He's dangerous down there.
Here's Bain. 14 points for him. And he drives in. And he banks in the layup. He's got 9 points in the quarter.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Russell to pass to Towns. Outside Russell. Pass to Edwards. Oh, breaks the aggressive dunk attempt. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Here's Bain. And a great assist by Moran as that one goes. Moran's got 5 assists in the game. Desmond Bain getting it done for Memphis. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. And don't go far. We'll be right back. If you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. Boy, you got to like what we're seeing from Desmond Bain.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him. Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? Well, we've already got a number of filthy dunks out of it.
John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Green, then it's Brandon Clark, and it's Williams in at the power forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Here's Rivers. Pass to Noel. Here's Brent. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Green. Down low. Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Yeah, they call him Dancing Danny Green, and you can see why. Excellent offensive instincts there. When you take a look at the former second-round pick, Danny Green, he's done a really nice job carving out a lengthy career in the league.
Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And for years, Green has proven he can be counted on. He's a key piece on some title teams, Clark.
Yeah, he's got multiple championship rings to vouch for that, to speak to that. I mean, he's the definition of a 3-and-D swingman. Actually may have been one of the guys that were looked at in creating that definition if you go back several years. He's provided lockdown defense wherever he's been and timely shot making, too.
And Williams punches it home.
And look at those moves in the post and the smooth finish to go along with it.
Just excellent work around the rim.
Left this man lunging and reaching for air. That was something else right there.
Now here's Reed. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Outside, Green. Pass to Williams. Outside for Green. And it's rejected. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. Shot clock at 5. Here's Conchar. And that comes off the assist by Green. Conchar's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
And Minnesota calls time here. So Memphis ends up going with a new group. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Russell into the lane. Count it.
Well, I tell you, Russell looking very comfortable taking on aggressive defense and getting the job done. That's good focus on his part.
Now here's Moran. 10 points for him. Pass to Adams. And stolen by Gobert. Here we go. All alone. Here's Towns. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Well, he's still battling, doing everything possible to keep them in this game.
Morant with it. Russell covering. Ooh, Gobert with a steal.
2 minutes remaining in the
Towns
third.
down low. Brooks defending. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Pass to Moran. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make in 9 tries so far.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay. Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's Towns. The shot that time, not on target. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Jackson outside. And the dunk by Jackson.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused. Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Minnesota calls time here. There's a minute 12 left to play in the third. Russell into the lane. Gobert no good. Memphis has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Pass to Jackson. Brooks outside. To the left side wing. From deep, Moran. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
He plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Here's Edwards. Will it go? Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams has got 4 rebounds now. Moran against Russell. Moran, the pass to Brooks. Up top, Jackson. 6 to shoot. Over Towns. That one off the back iron and out.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
To the middle. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Here's Moran. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies out in front by 19 going into the break.
Please give a big round of applause.
And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery. And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. In the backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
I mean, they've played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement. They brought the hard hats and the lunch bells with them, too. Done some great work down inside.
Here's Moran. Oh, there's Moran with the slam.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
Stolen by Bain. Jackson outside. Tries it from 19. Edwards pulls it in. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. To the inside. Oh, Brooks with the steal. They push it up 4 on 3. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Always a good idea to throw it up to Adams and let him stuff it.
Over to the left wing. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That'll be a second foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Morant, the pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. Shot clock at 6. Outside Bain. Memphis needs to get off a shot. There's Jackson with the three.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Towns down low. Jackson on him. The shot by Towns, no good. Memphis has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Inside. Outside for Brooks. And stolen by Edwards. Moran against Towns. Outside Edwards. Looking to win the drought. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. Moran against Russell. Moran, the pass to Adams. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Towns. That's his 6th make in 11 tries.
Showing us a little bit of everything tonight. Karl Anthony Towns, extremely versatile, taking over at the offensive end.
On the wing, Brooks lets the three fly. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Bain. And Edwards slams it in.
Towns showing you a willingness to want to make his teammates better with that pass there.
On the wing, Bain. Good. And the setup by Moran. Moran's got his 6th assist of the night.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
A defensive breakdown. Can't afford to leave them open from range.
Russell against Moran. Pass to Jackson. On the wing, Bain. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
His third personal foul.
That free throw misses.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Desmond Bain.
He does not get the second one. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 since this 4th quarter started.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Grizzlies.
This team did a lot of things well tonight. Number 1 was passing the ball.
And it was a team that was in rhythm, and they just trusted each other to take the right shots.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Desmond Bain.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
Towns for 3, and the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier, before the game was out of reach.
Moran, the pass to Brooks. Pass to Bain. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Outside Edwards. From outside the arc. Basket is good.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
And so...
We are in for a treat in this matchup, Greg, with two conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Jackson in at the 1. Now here's Leonard. George up top. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Size and strength. Paul George has both, and you love his willingness to play through contact.
Here's Morant. And then Morant hit him.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
And here's George for 3. That shot off the mark. And it's Memphis the other way. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. Defensively, he wants his guys to protect the rim and do everything they can to push the offense out to the perimeter. He told me if we can do that, I feel good about our chances. Now, guys, obviously that's a tall order, but he's trying to get his guys to get geeked for the challenge.
Thank you, David. Here's Zubats, and the dunk by Zubats.
Well, that's about tremendous vision. And remember, Paul George has the kind of size that allows him to survey the floor beautifully.
Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. That's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Length and strength and intimidation. Steven Adams sends it back.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Morant with it. Leonard picks him up. Here's Brooks. Rebound by the Clippers.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Leonard against Brooks. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
You can see the handle of Kawhi Leonard so much tighter than it used to be. How confident is he off the dribble?
Morant passes to Brooks. Payne for 3. Can't hit that one.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball on the three-point line.
Stolen by Brooks. Payne against George. Adams, the pass to Payne. Trying to find Brooks. He's got it now. Out to Morant. Outside, Payne. Shot clock at 5. There's Jackson with the 3. Wow, drew the contact, and then 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
At the line for your Grizzlies.
Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West. Well, we've always known Paul George could be a high flyer. Woo-hoo, that was nicely done.
Jackson has the open look. Oh, good on the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Leonard kicks to Jackson. Tries it from 19. And Desmond Bain pulls it down. To the middle. It's stolen by Morris. Right side Leonard. A baseline J, and he gets the jumper to drive.
Well, this might be Kawhi Leonard's favorite shot. It gets him in rhythm. The mid-range jumper so silky.
Jackson against Morant.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
And here's Leonard from three. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists in the game. Outside, Bain all alone. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Bain against George. Outside Jackson. 27 seconds left here in the opening quarter. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2. Morant. And Morant moves it down.
How about the handles from the young fellow? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Tries it from 19. Misses off the right iron.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
He gets that one. Morant's got 8 points.
Yeah, and that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident, looking to score with the ball.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. Jackson dishes to Leonard. And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Leonard. There's the triple. That shot, no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Morant with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Jackson kicks to Bain. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. And here's George for 3. And it's Morant with the rebound. Memphis leading.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Now George. Outside Jackson. Zubac in the post. Brooks covering. Crafty move. And good from Zubac with a sweet move. Zubac has got his second basket of the night. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And That'll be huge for the Clips. So they're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help. Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
George finds Leonard. Back to George. Shot clock at 6. Driving inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times. But you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
And that one's good. Morant's got the lead up to 1 now for the Grizzlies.
The contact can't trip Morant up. He just glides past it and into his shot.
Picked away. Outside, Bain. And there's the shot to finish it off.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, defense had nothing for Kawhi Leonard. Nice jam.
In the corner, it's Payne. From outside the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Payne's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The backcourt today as good as it gets. And they've earned the green light every time they touch the ball.
Spins. Jackson passes to George. Just 5 to shoot. Outside for Jackson. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Morant dishes to Adams. Jackson passes to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Steven Adams is a formidable presence on the interior. Nice finish.
It's George on the wing. Guarded by Bain. And here's Leonard from 3. Rebounded by Jackson. Grizzlies have gotten all of their first 6 shots to go in here in the second. What a quarter so far. Here's Brooks. And the rejection by Zubac. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Here's George. And George with the stuff.
Boy, you have got to love the energy Paul George is playing with. Throws the hammer down.
Morant's against Jackson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on George. It's his first trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one.
Boy, Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the night's highlight reel. He is what I'd call an elite showman.
Leonard on the wing. And he drives in. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Now, here's Morant for 3. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here.
The previous play is under review.
Wait, before heading to the locker room, they're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
Yeah, it's hard to tell on that one, and so a good time to go to the replay and just to make sure if he got it off on time.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt. Thank you, David.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, the Grizzlies 30, the Clippers 23.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
We've got Williams. He's out there with Green. Brandon Clark is out there with John Morant. And it's Conchar into the 2-guard spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Morant kicks to Williams from deep. A shot off that time. So the Clippers will take it the other way.
What a career arc when you consider Reggie Jackson. Here was a guy that literally was so frustrated at one point he considered retiring. And yet he puts in the effort and has a tremendous season.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Grizzlies making a switch here. Jones is checked in. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Passes to Conchar. There's the 3. It's John Wall with the rebound. Doris, looking at Reggie Jackson, he's coming off one of his best seasons ever.
Yeah, and you love that for a guy like him, not giving up, not letting the struggle impact his passion, giving the same effort he did as a rookie. I love his story, Kevin.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Here's Wall. Off the inbound, no good. And it's Jones with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a 3-point game. And it's Clark with the jam.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Wall against Jones. Ball passes to Powell. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Jones up top. It's blocked.
That 7-foot wingspan and the versatility of Nick Batum send it back.
Conchar shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line. And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
And he sinks the second. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned him into a power.
Williams dishes to Jones. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Jones has got the lead up to 8 now for Memphis. And here's Wall. He's still scoreless so far in this one. He gets it in there.
Well, you carve out position, you get a high percentage look. John Wall has got size from the lead guard. Look out.
Jones kicks to Green. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Off with the layup. Here's Wall. Takes it out to Covington. Off target from 3-point range. Here's Conchar. Guarded by Powell. Green passes to Williams. Shoots over Covington. A shot by Williams, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down if he is that open.
Wall up top, defended by Jones. Jones against Wall. And the rejection by Clark. Here's Jones. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard. A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Pass to Conchar. To the inside. Here's Clark. And then Clark slams it in.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Wall looking for an opening. And the slam dunk by Wall.
Let's remember, John Wall has long arms and he's a great athlete. Makes him a terrific finisher at the cup.
Jones in the post, covered by Wall. Williams, that's good.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
Wall against Jones. Wall, no luck. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Green passes to Jones. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Jones has got his second basket.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
Kicks it out to Covington. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And it's off from three-point range. To the paint. And then Clark slams it in.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. To end the run. Great D that time from Green.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And so it's Memphis. 13 points up at the end of the period. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. Back to the action in just a minute. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, then, when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson at the point guard. Down low, here's Adams. And he uses the glass on the lane. Adams has got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Jackson passes to Leonard. Second shot opportunity. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Right now, the game is coming easy to Kawhi Leonard. He's in rhythm, and he knows it.
Jackson against Morant. And finished off by Morant.
And the dunk was nice, Kevin, but the move he made to free himself up was a thing of beauty.
It sure was, Greg. What a savvy play to get into position for that jam. Here's Zubac. Good work there as it goes.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Outside for Jackson. Lets it go from the wing. Here's Morant. Here's Adams. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Boy, there's just a brute strength and physicality about Steven Adams. This guy knows his role and plays it to perfection.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Here's George. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And that's now 10 points for Paul George.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Morant outside. Outside for Jackson. Sinks the triple. And the Grizzlies lead by 16.
Quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
Leonard inside. Brooks covering. And Jackson gets it to go.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
outside. Bain going inside from the arc. That shot off, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Leonard inside. Brooks covering. Takes it out to Leonard. Fires the three. And another three for the Clippers.
This guy loves to help his team space the floor. You have to respect Kawhi's range. He will make you pay.
Morant outside. And finished off by Morant.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. It's stolen by Morris. And now the Clippers on the break. George with the ball. Leonard against Brooks. Out to Morris. On the wing, Jackson. Back to Morris. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. From deep, George. And again, the turnover by the Clippers.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Grizzlies.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Ja Morant.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Shot clock at 2. It's stolen by Morris. It's stolen by Adams. Floats it up there for Morant. Up high to step the alley.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
And here's George for 3. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. 24 seconds left in the fourth. Morant against Jackson. Now here's Morant. Four on the clock. From deep. Off the mark. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
And it's Russell in at the point.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
Here's Jackson. Leonard outside. He takes it in. Jackson outside. 5 to shoot. Back to Zubats. The shot won't fall. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That they could be their own franchise away from the shared building for the Lakers. For so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, it's moving them well into the right direction.
Russell, pass to Towns. From behind the arc. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now. Here's Leonard. That shot, no good. And some solid defense from Towns. Jackson against Russell. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Now here's Russell from deep three-point range. McDaniels finds Towns. Here's Gobert. Great D that time from Zubats.
Not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Pass to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Here's George. Back to Leonard. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
For Minnesota, they've gone 1 for 3 so far.
You think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brett.
At BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team.
Now here's George. Here's Jackson. Another shot. Out to Leonard. From downtown. And it's Gobert with a rebound. McDaniels against Leonard. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
The first free throw is good. It's both from the stripe. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And it's Gobert with a rebound. Minnesota in the lead. To the paint. Here's Towns. Over Morris. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside. And here's George. And the jam by George.
How about the handles of a guy like Paul George at his size being able to rip around and has total confidence in his ability to score.
Now here's Russell. Here he goes. Pass to Gobert. Zubac with the steal. All alone on the break. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Russell.
Well, Leonard looking to score. It's going to make defenders nervous, and that's why he got the foul that time.
So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses.
He was able to tie it up. He has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
Pass to Jackson. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. The layup misses. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Now here's Gobert. McDaniels inside. Leonard defending. Edwards for 3. Fires in the triple.
The defense better make sure they're sticking to all 4 other players, or else D'Angelo's going to find the open man.
Pass to Morris. Kicks it to George. From the arc. Rebound Minnesota.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Shot is good by Edwards.
Oh, explosive crossover. How's that for a move?
44 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Leonard. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Good scorers have that ability. When Leonard gets that deep, it's usually a bucket, a trip to the free throw line, or both.
And Leonard drops them both. 40 seconds left to play in the first. Outside Russell. Outside Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. Here's Gobert. To the right side. Towns for 3. Paul George pulls down the board. Leonard on the wing. Over McDaniels. Leonard can't get it to go. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. The T-Wolves on top. They're up by 3. Don't go away. We'll be back. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, with the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent, that's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs.
George has gone 1 of 5 from the field. Left side, Russell. Pass to Towns. Edwards with it. Gobert inside. He's working on Morris. Gobert, no good. The Clippers trail. George passes to Jackson. Back to George. The kick out to Morris. 3-pointer. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
You look at the career of Paul George, and it's those passing numbers that have greatly improved, and he's an effective playmaker.
Here's Russell. The shot, no good. And the Clippers will come the other way.
And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of a game.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for him.
NBA, with all of that experience, is able to switch on so many different guys. He understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
Right side Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. And the dunk by Leonard.
What an athlete, as Kawhi gets a step on the D, and they're helpless.
Jackson against Russell. Outside McDaniels. Edwards with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Defensive foul, Kawhi.
Free throw no good for Edwards. For Los Angeles, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Leonard, left side. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Edwards. To the inside. Here's Towns. Over Morris. They shoot again. Offensive board. Back to Daniels. Outside Russell. 6 to shoot. Towns finds Edwards. Shoots over George. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And for the Clippers, they're shooting only 29% in this one. Not great.
2 minutes remaining in the half. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the first half. Controls the rebound and the putback. Zubac has gotten his first bucket of the night.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip-in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player. It's McDaniels on the wing. The kick out to Edwards. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Edwards has gotten 4 this quarter.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Outside McDaniels. And it's powered home by Towns.
Woo, the whole arena felt that. Towns can just be merciless on offense.
George passes to Jackson. Back to George. And stolen by Edwards. 50 seconds left in the first half of this game. Pass to Towns. Gobert with it. Guarded by Morris. Just 5 on the clock. Gobert against Morris. And there it is for him. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
Leonard outside. And Gobert with a block. George against Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. And here's Russell. And we're through the first half of play here. All right, Allie, thanks for that.
16.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Boy, you got to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
We've got Nas Reed, Austin Rivers out there with Jalen Noel. Then there's Kyle Anderson, and it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. On the wing man, back to Wall. Oh, and Reed with a block. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Off the inbound, here's Wall.
It's a good all-around effort by Austin Rivers. Good one-on-one defender on that possession and developing his weak side recognition.
Powell with a steal. Wall on the attack. Yep, that one goes.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Here's Rivers. Offensive rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half.
Austin Rivers. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Wall. Uses the glass on the layup.
The lift still there for Wall. Awesome to see him competing, especially when you remember that serious Achilles injury.
Pass to Prince. On the wing, Noel takes the 3. Knocks down the long J. Noel's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Here's Wall into the lane. It's not going to go for him. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half.
How about Torian Prince getting up there and slamming it down?
The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Now here's Wall. The D's right on him. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wall's got 6.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Minnesota has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far.
Clippers foul. John Wall. First personal foul. First team foul.
And he knocks down the first one. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed.
And after a series of major injuries, Wall still remains one of the more athletic players in this league.
First one falls for him.
Shooting for away, John Wall.
That one misses. Minnesota's gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Here's Noel. And a nice finish on the layup. He has 7.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Wall, the pass to Covington. Here's Mann. And here's Wall. Pass to Batum. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a man a second late.
For Minnesota, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Anderson against Covington. On the wing, Rivers. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Prince can't hit. The Clippers trail. Here's Wall. And the layup is good off the glass.
And if you give Batum some time to survey the floor, he'll find an open teammate.
Here's Rivers. Wall covering. Kicks it out to Anderson. 5 on the clock. Reed in the post. Started by Batum. Reed can't hit. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Wall, the pass to Covington. Pass to Mann. Covington, he's open. And there's another one for the Clippers.
Beautiful stroke off the catch and shoot from Robert Covington that time.
There's 38 seconds left in the third. Outside, Anderson. Here's Rivers. Powell with a steal. 23 seconds left in the third quarter. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Standing at 6'4", Ball is a big point guard. That size along with his handles help him operate inside.
Good on the second one. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Prince. On the wing, Noel. Out left to the wing. Here's Prince. Back to Anderson. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by a bucket. All right, we're going to step us. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. Robert Covington is out there with Nicholas Batum. And it's man in at the 3 spot. Here's Leonard. There's Jackson with the 3. Knocks it down from distance. And the Clippers lead by 1.
And Jackson showing off a little bit of his range that time. So confident in that release.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He told them this is a game that we can win. It's a game we should win. We've matched those guys step for step. From this point forward, let's try to force them to play at our tempo.
And Allie, thanks. Outside for Russell. Pass to Towns. Clock at 2. McDaniels from long range. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And stolen by Edwards. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Outside McDaniels. Outside for Russell. Down low. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Towns. The rebound by Jackson. The Clippers in the lead. George outside. The 3 is up. Offensive rebound.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
They get the rebound. Out to the wing. Towns passes to Edwards. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Russell finds Gobert. Edwards against George. Out to Leonard. Jackson against Russell. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
I mean, if height wasn't enough, Towns also has serious athleticism. There's just no easy shots when he's around.
To the left wing. Pass to McDaniels. Trying to get back on track. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got 6 rebounds now in the game. It's George on the wing. Guarded by Edwards. Looking to get back on track. The putback. McDaniels with the rebound. And Minnesota calls time here. They're behind by 1. A minute 58 left in the fourth quarter. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Prince is checked in. The Timberwolves trail. There's a minute 54 left in the fourth quarter of this one. The kick out to Edwards. And they double up Edwards. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Huge bucket from Gobert, answering the call when his team needs it.
Edwards against George. Kicks it out to Jackson. Stolen by Russell. Fast break, Minnesota. And it's Towns with the power finish.
And in the big moments, Towns ups the ante, which allows him to knock down the important shots.
Pass to George. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his third foul of the game.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
George against Edwards. Leonard, right side. Cuts off the pass.
Just a great play on D to throw him off the shot and force a turnover.
Here's Towns to the left side wing. Here's Prince. Leonard defending. Over to the left wing. Clock at 6. Pass to Edwards. Driving inside. No good on the shot. And Los Angeles the other way now. Absolutely no room for error.
Everything has to almost fall perfectly for them to pull this out.
George for 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. And here's Minnesota now. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Edwards against George. Edwards pass to Gobert.
It really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time to win.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First team foul.
Here's Russell. So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
All right, I'm with Karl Anthony Towns. Karl, congratulations on the victory. What was key in getting the win here tonight?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for...
It's a high flyer indeed. David, thank you. So the Timberwolves win the tip. Now we'll look at Memphis's starting group. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Towns, 5 to shoot. And Gobert throws it down.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
And finished off by Morant.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
Now, here is Russell. Edwards looking it over. Inside. Second chance shot. And Gobert with the lay-in. Gobert's got his second basket of the night.
And the bulk of Gobert's offense is going to come down low. Even if the D knows that, it can still be tough to stop.
Aim for 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice strip one. John Morant impressed as a rookie. But in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
Gobert can't hit.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Out to Morant. And it's Brooks in the corner. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Morant's against Russell. Here he goes. And it's Morant with the rebound. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. Bain passes to Jackson. No good with the layup.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
And you have to feel for him. That's the kind of miss that will stick with you for a little bit.
Now, here's McDaniel. And that one drops.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Here's Morant. Over Russell. Morant with the bucket.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Gobert. He kicks to Towns.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
It's rebounded by Memphis. Lobs it up there for Brooks. McDaniels with the ball. Now defended by Adams. Over in the corner, Edwards. Good, and as this goes to Towns. Edwards got 5 points so far.
And so good off the bounds. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
Here's Morant. Gobert with the block. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Outside Edwards. To the right side. Here's McDaniels. The shot, no good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. To the inside. Stolen by McDaniels. Towns against Adams. Has to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Right side, Edwards. 5 on the clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things. The refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement. And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Now here's Morant. Outside for Jackson. Outside Outside, Bain. Over Edwards. Stolen by McDaniels. Stolen by Brooks. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Russell against Morant. Here's Brooks. Jackson in the corner. Out to Morant. On the wing, Brooks. 5 to shoot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And one of these modern wings who doesn't just shoot threes. Brooks is a tough guy to cover.
He doesn't get the second one. Side Towns. He nails the buzzer beater. One eye on the rim. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 5. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And an important part of every team's game. We'll look at the hustle stats for Minnesota. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the pivot, manning the middle. Jackson kicks to Morant. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Minnesota leading by 5. Outside Russell, left side Towns. Looking for Gobert, he gets it there. McDaniels, and another 3 for Minnesota. And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day great falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
You know, it's way more common now. And let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
Outside Edwards. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Edwards got the lead up to 9 now for Minnesota. Morant with it, now guarded by Towns. And there's the goal on Karl Anthony Towns. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Morant. There's the drive. Jackson has the open look. No good from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And the slam dunk by Russell.
Displaying superb leaping ability. Russell's electric in the air for someone his size.
And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Kicks it to McDaniels. Outside, Towns. There's Russell with the 3. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. The Grizzlies trail by 11. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Morant passes to Bain. Outside for Jackson. And stolen by Russell. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Outside Edwards. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
So it's the Timberwolves now. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Here's the pass to McDaniels. Edwards drives in, and Edwards with the stop.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Out to Brooks. Back to Morant. On On the wing, Jackson. On the wing, Jackson. 6 to shoot. And Memphis turns it over again. And here are the Timberwolves. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Outside Edwards. The tray. That one, no good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Here's Morant. Good on the leader. Morant's got 6 points.
Just taking what the defense gives them. Morant keeping it simple on offense. I love it.
Russell kicks to Towns. A three-pointer off the mark. And Adams has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. 11-point game. In the corner, it's Bain. Takes the three. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. Russell passes to McDaniels. Back to Russell. McDaniels kicks to Towns. Out to Russell. Launches a three. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Brooks. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Bain passes to Morant and stolen by Russell. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. Adams outside. Back to Morant. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Morant's got 4 this quarter. Minnesota leading by 9. Edwards with it. He's got 12. Pass to Towns. Beyond the arc. And we finish one half of basketball.
23, the Grizzlies. 14. Fans, put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwockies.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Anderson is out there with Prince. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Noel into the shooting guard position. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Rivers against Jones. Prince wide open. Sinks the three-pointer. Prince has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Jones looking for an opening. Passes it to Clark. And no good that time. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Green against Prince to the left wing. Now here's Reid. Tight defense on him. Second chance effort. Uses the glass to finish the lead. Reid got the lead up to 14 now for Minnesota.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
And now Minnesota on the fast break. And here we go. Anderson kicks to Reid. Here's Noel. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Prince against Green. Prince misses. Jones dishes to Williams. And it's slammed in by Williams.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Here's Reid. Back to Rivers. Lets the three fly. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
When he has more space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the three.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the wide open shot from Green. Hits it from three-point range. Green's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And how about the impact that Green has on his teammates?
He's been doing it for over a dozen years. A three-point specialist and a starter for the majority of his career. Great veteran presence for them to have in the locker room.
Reed the pass to Prince. Back to Anderson. It's Clark with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 12. The drive by Green, and Memphis with another turnover here.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Pass to Rivers.
2 minutes remaining in the third. Shooting it.
Over to the wing. Here's Noel. It's tipped. 4 on the shot clock. Down low, Jones. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Prince outside. Now the dish to Rivers. Anderson outside. Green with the ball. Guarded now by Prince. Anderson passes to Prince. Lets it go with the three. And he's good on the three ball. Prince has got 6 here in this quarter.
He just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
The kick out to Williams. Outside, Jones. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Kyle Anderson.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
He's perfect from the line this time.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Rivers scanning the floor to the left side wing. And Anderson kicks to Rivers. And here's Prince outside. Doesn't go that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. To the middle. Here's Clark. And Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Anderson passes to Rivers. 3-pointer. Conchar pulls it in. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Memphis. They trail by 11. Clark with a wide open look. Off target with his 3. Here's Noel. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. 2. And while we can, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at point guard. It's Morant with the drive.
And having Gobert gives them such a daunting presence on D. He can affect every shot in his area.
Count the basket. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Morant passes to Adams. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
Just 5 on the clock. Another shot. Jackson misses. Minnesota leading by 13. That's a 2 from Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. And the breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for Minnesota. Grizzlies have gone 0-3 to start the fourth quarter. It's Morant with the drive. There's Jackson with the 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in this game. Minnesota's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Out to the right wing. Offensive rebound. And the basket is good. He's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Those are some hustle points. Really bonus points when you put in a miss.
First personal foul. First team foul.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
Morant against Russell. Outside for Jackson. They need this. Good on the triple.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Russell with it. He's picked up by Morant. Towns, no luck. The Grizzlies trail by 15. Bane passes to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
The strong finish from Jackson Jr. He goes up with power inside the paint.
Russell high post. Outside Edwards. He kicks it to McDaniels. Edwards against Bane. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
I like Morant's workman-like approach on D. He finds good matchups and makes an impact.
Brooks for 3. He can't get that one to fall. And Minnesota now the other way. And here is McDaniel. And the pass to Russell. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Good on the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 15.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Morant kicks to Bane. A three-pointer is right on target.
It seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Russell passes to Towns. Out to Russell. The Timberwolves working the ball around. Here's McDaniels. Rebounded by Jackson. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Grizzlies. A 12-point game. Shoots over McDaniel. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Minnesota.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Rudy Gobert.
And what effort he had on the board, displaying some great fight, willing to battle down low.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
And let's be honest, guys, rebounding is about want, and he is playing with 110% effort.
Towns finds McDaniel. 6 on the shot clock. Russell passes to Towns. From deep. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. Morant dishes to Brooks. Pass to Adams. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.